Just out for cast around and try to be great. Throwing that in the lily pad over here. About to throw swim jig, or try to throw swim jig through the lily pad. Might not necessarily be the ideal thing to do. Might be changing it up soon, real soon. Go back to throwing my worm. Yeah, it's just a tad bit too many, lily pads. So we're gonna change up. Yeah, you got dropping that on me. My bad. Get my bait box out of here. Chances are I'm gonna end up throwing my worms, of course, but I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to throw it's a whole lot of lily pads now, way more than it was the last time I was here. So what I think I'm gonna do, I was gonna throw the buzz bait, but I don't even think it's gonna get through there. So if I can find my black frog, I'll throw my black frog, and then I'll go back to my custom-made Cincos that I made at the house. Let me see if that frog is in here. Chances are it is, but it's in here somewhere, hiding in the midst of all of this bait stuff. Just a couple jigs. Cross jigs. My other glove I was looking for. So now I don't have to feel like Mike. Nothing wrong with feeling like Mike, I'm just saying. Try not to hook myself, because I know I done got careless, judging by the inside of my bag. So, bear with me for a second. Let me see, somebody said something. who that is. Jay, what's happening? What's happening? Just out here trying to get life going. It's a lot more grass out here at this pond. What up, Anissa? What's happening, sis? There's a lot more grass out here than it was the last time we stopped out here, so I'm trying to gather up what I'm gonna use, because I came out here. What it is? Okay. There's a lot more grass out here than what it was out here last time, so I'm actually going to sort out what I'm gonna use before I even start using it. That way I don't have 9,000 things going wrong and going on all at once. And I don't see my frog. It's probably still on the boat. But one monkey ain't gonna stop no show. So that just means it's time to throw the hooked on autism baits. So we're gonna get that geared up right quick. Kind of conflicted because the string that I would throw right now is clear, but this high durability string right here, let me see if y'all can see that, is lime green, right? Some people, some people say, man, don't throw that green line because, the fish can see it, they get spooked and blah, 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 which may be true. So I'm kind of conflicted as to whether I should change it to the green. Change it to the clear or leave it green. But for today, and for quite some time from now, I'm just gonna leave it the hell alone. Let's see, that's green. I just heard a fish slap the shit out of something out there. Little pimpin' won't be in rush hour 3 the way that fish just snatched his ass up. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. So we're gonna get on into it, man. Like I said, I'm situating the situations right now. And we're gonna get on into fishing. Doing all right, how you doing? Yeah, I have no idea who be speaking to me out here. But I have fished out here for so long that people literally, like, for real, like, you can't tell them that we're not friends, you know what I mean? So I try to keep it easy breezy just in case somebody come along and say, hey man, where you stay at over here, or any of that type of stuff, because it's an apartment. Like I said, I've been fishing it over 2.5 years now, well really 3 years now. And I've never had a issue, nobody's ever wanted me gone, so to say. But that's all a part of being respectful and cleaning up behind myself. Don't leave my trash and cigarettes and blah, blah, blah. Don't leave none of that shit out. And I hadn't really had any problems. I've actually watched management change over here at least twice. So, and the last time, the time before the new management that's here now, they actually came out and asked me to give them a report on the pond. If I fished it a lot, and what kind of fish are in it, and do they need to stock it and stuff like that. So now, looking around the pond, I see new management signs again, so that's why, I made the comment. It's not like I'm actually sneaking into their stuff, so to say, but it's actually could be considered, hey, you don't stay here, this is for residents only type of, yada, yada, yada. So I still try to keep it all the way 1,000. And like I say, some of the people and some of the pets out here have seen me so often that even when people walk their dogs will come over and depending on how nervous I am. Because sometimes I be in my own world. And then I just turn around and look, and there go Fido, the little Scooby right here next to me, and I'm like, holy shit, Batman. Can't just sneak up on a real one like that. But for the most part, you know, everybody is cool. I had one person in the course of the 2.5 years that I've been fishing out here, you know, try to run me out, act like they own the apartments, and an older white guy was like, hey, if it wasn't for this gentleman right here, I don't know what your problem is, but if it wasn't for this gentleman right here, I would have never really thought that there were any fish in here. And he said he watched me catch fish from his balcony one day and went out and got him a pole, and now he has something that he does out here as well, which is fish. And so he told her to leave me alone. It didn't matter where the hell I stayed at. I wouldn't bother nobody. And I hadn't seen that old white man since, you know, the release of people from quarantine and stuff like that. So maybe he has a profession that he normally is not at home from or something like that. Hopefully that's all. But we are situated, good to go. Got the hooked on autism bait tied on to the neon green, what is this, 50 pound? Yeah, neon green 50 pound string. I'm gonna leave this out, put this cluster back up, and then I'm gonna get y'all situated where y'all can see me a little better. And yeah, we're gonna get the casting. Like I said, I got a couple baits that I'm gonna put in the bag that I can have easy access to when it's time to change up. And we're gonna get to making it do what it do. So now I got those few baits. I'll probably leave this one glove off for a minute. Got my pliers in case I catch something. Readily on deck. Got a Nisa J Dunn. Always Coca-Cola. Early morning, perfect fishing coffee. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm still hood and I'm still country, so all at the same time, right? So after I leave that Coke there and turn around and cast a few times, I ain't coming back to drink that motherfucker because I don't know what done fell in it. So I gotta get all of my, that might be a good little angle right there. I had to get back some. Hold on. See if I can sit one of my baits on top of my Coca-Cola. Uh-oh. Coca-Cola might be secure. So, close your eyes, Anissa. You don't see none of this happening. Got them coffee sticks, Coca-Cola. Let's see what we can do, y'all. I know somebody said something, I just missed it. Hold up. Oh man, Pepsi fan, dang. It's okay, we still love you though, sis. it's so hard casting inside these lily pads. But it's kind of worth it though. It's kind of worth it because big fish love hiding in these lily pads. And I don't know if I got the camera angle right for y'all to see them down there. But these big fish during the summertime, they're kind of like humans, you know what I mean? They want to hide out of, get out the sunlight and all of that good stuff too. So the reason why I say it's worth it is because if you can do it and fish these lily pads without getting hung up in them and losing all of your stuff, it's little fish, of course, still, but you run a good chance at catching a real nice fish. So that's why I still do it, even though it's risk versus reward. You know what I mean? Added hazard. So you run the risk of losing your stuff. But the excitement of getting hit kind of takes over. Try to come see what I missed real quick. Let's see. Pepsi fan. Nisa, let them make it. Let them make it. It's 807 here. Uh, and the reason why I keep standing up is because fishing in these lily pads, the angle is important, right? And so when I'm down like this, I'm dragging my bait straight across the lily pads, which actually helps it get hung up. So when I stand up, I'm up higher, and so my angle is different on my retrieve, so it kind of gives it a little bit of a up and over versus coming down through the pads. So I thought I had got hit. Yeah, it gives it a little different of an angle. And so I have to get up sometime during my retrieve to make sure that bait comes up and over the lily pads instead of dragging it directly through. Um, like I say, it's a fun place to actually fish. Uh, even with the lily pads, in my opinion. You know, even in my opinion, with the headache of the lily pad, it's still a it's still a fun time because you just never know what's gonna happen. I mean, you know you're gonna get hung up in a lily pad, but if you get that bite, if you get that bite inside that pad, it's an adrenaline rush. You know, we got some different color worms. We're gonna throw different size worms. Uh, I got a crawdad, a white craw that I want to throw. Like I said, it's early. We've only been here a few minutes, so right now it's just a matter of throw something and figure it out. Try to keep up with the comments as best as I can. What up, what up, what up? What up, fam? Let's see. Run some beads on the line. You can find rattle beads and hips. Ah. Use a worm crawl, drag over the top. See if one will blow up on it. Ah. Then flip under the pad. Ah. Hey, that's my buddy too, by the way. Dan Home Bakes. When I started doing this, I didn't know how to jig fish, and Dan Home Bakes actually made me some jigs to practice with, right? Made me some jigs to practice with, and sent me my first Hooked on Autism, custom jig, right? I caught one fish on the damn jig and I lost it. But I didn't think about running it across the top of the water like a top water. I do have a couple glass beads, uh, so maybe I'll redo my setup because right now this is what I got going on. Uh, got my Texas rig weight, weedless, no beads, no rattles, no none of that. Let's see. I had to send you. It's getting heavier and heavier. Yeah, I still got the boat, fam. Sweet. I got some life jackets, but uh, let's do this down home. Instead of sending me the life jacket, since it's finna be summertime, uh, let's do it like a combined giveaway. I'll send you some Cincos maybe, and we can give some Cincos away. Maybe some hard baits if you got some, and some vests. Kind of come up with like a collaborative giveaway maybe. That's an idea. But yeah, life jackets are very important, for real, for real. I'm trying to figure out, man, do I need to throw this Cinco weedless? Uh, do I need to reset it up? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Like I said, I normally do pretty good. I'll take these out for a minute, y'all. I normally do pretty good out here just by, let's see, okay, Ben, message me from Instagram. Woo, bet. I got you. Appreciate it, fam. Uh, Normally I do pretty good here, man. Normally I'm using a real heavier weight to get down inside the pads. And today I just started out with this lighter weight just to see if I could catch them at the top on the drop maybe. But normally I get all of my hits when I use that heavier weight. And that's the only difference between what I'm throwing now. Setup wise is the weight. So maybe when I bring it back in this time, I'm gonna put my heavier weight back on it and put some beads on it as well. And see if that changes up. See if that changes up my bite. Because when I came, I thought I had my frog with me, but I threw my swim jig, and it's so thick that the swim jig wasn't really doing much or nothing. I'm gonna throw it out this one last time, and I'm gonna bring it in, and I'm gonna change up to a heavier weight and see. Oh man. I guess the heavier weight is gonna come sooner than later. Let me change y'all around right quick. I'll bring y'all back to the better view in a second. I gotta get something out of my bag so I can do what it is I need to do. Let's see here. Coming back to the comments, boss. Let's see. Do I got my rattles yet? Let me get my bees out. My bees knees. See if I can go on and set y'all back up for a second anyway. All right. So when I come in this time, I'm gonna put my beads on. I got a white crow, bro. Do you think a white crow will work in here? Let me set y'all up while I get these baits out of here that I'm talking about. If I brought them, I don't even know if I brought them white crows. Let me see what I got cracking real quick. Hold up. Yes, I only see shadows from under the pads. Let's see. Okay, bad. I need to plan a trip to Arkansas. If y'all want to come to Dallas, I'll bring the boat. Hey, you know what? I'll message you here later. I'll call you. Hope you and the wife and the kids are doing good. Yeah, we doing good, fam. We doing real good. We just one day in it at a time, you know? Let's see. Here they go. Let me see. So color really isn't the issue. I got these, and I got the natural green looking ones. I got the old trusty hit sticks. I hadn't used those in a while, but the only other worm that I did bring is the finesse worm. Let me get some rattles out and show you what I got before you get out of here real quick. Got a couple of these. Uh-oh, where the camera at? Got a couple of those beads that I can put on there. Yeah. Got a couple of those. I probably put 3 of them on there and let it get some click-clack action. And, let's see. Yeah. So we're gonna put this stuff back in here and I'll get y'all back up. I'll get y'all back up where y'all can see a little bit better. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, put those on smallest weight possible. I prefer no weight, and you will see the difference. All right, so just beads and no weight. Let me make sure I understand that. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. See, I'm learning out here. Beads and no weight. Huh. That's new for me. We're gonna see though. I take all advice, all tips, all tricks. And I done seen pictures, so I know fam know what he talking about. It's just something new for me. When something is new for you, you wanna make sure you doing it right. So we're gonna cut this weight off of here. All right, so taking the weight off as we speak. Get this little peg out of here. Put it in my pocket in case I have to go back to it. What it is. And they say, I'm learning about fishing here. Ha! Hey, sis, glad I could be of service. So what we're gonna do is I probably will peg one of the beads so it don't run all up the string. And I'll show y'all what I mean by pegging in a second. So one bead. 2 beads. Come on now, beads. All right, I missed something. Let me go back. Uh-oh. It said exactly because your crawl has 1/8 ounce to it. You usually use spinner rod because it casts out longer, but bait cast you can adjust. However long. Getting fish from the bank. All right, so we're gonna tie this hook on here. I'm gonna throw the Cinco, and then I'll switch over to the crawl. Now y'all seen me throw the heavier bait. I mean the heavier weight rather. Out here and get hit and get robbed and all of that great goodness. So I got my fam exposing me to something new with no weight. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I do not fish with no weight because I can never tell when I'm getting bit. That's just my secret to y'all, right? I've had no weight on maybe 3 times since I started bass fishing. And I don't know the bite, right? So a fish be on there and it just be, unless it grab it and go, I don't feel it in my rod. I can get y'all back up here to me. I don't feel it in my rod. So it's one of those techniques that I have been kind of standoffish on because it takes a great deal of concentration and sensitivity. Well, concentration, attention, all of that other stuff that you could think of, right? It takes a lot of that to feel that bite when you don't have any weight on it, right? With a weight on it, when a fish moves it, you will feel the actual weight, right? So I'm gonna throw one of these in there, a worm rattle. Try to add some flavor to the bite. All right. So I'm just shoving that inside the worm, Anissa. Try to make sure I get it to where it don't come out. Now, along with the weights that fam just told me to use, when that worm is down there doing its thing, it got some vibration to it. And so this little rubber thing goes inside of the bottom of one of the beads, pulls through. When it pulls through like that, you can take it and bite it. I might have bit it too far, but it'll keep it. Yep, I bit it too far. Let's try it again. I'm excited now because fam might have just showed me a way to catch a 6-7 pounder live on camera. And we're gonna make sure we give him all the credit too. I ain't gonna even stunt. So now that I got that pegged, and actually I don't think it's gonna work because this let me try. I'm gonna try to do some rigging of my own, right? So I'm gonna use this rubber part to tie a knot on the peg. That way it pegs it where I want it to. And it has a knot pretty much around my line now. It's not how you're supposed to use it, but Afro ingenuity, basically, in other terms, nigger rigging. Okay, so now you're around 3/8 ounce with rattles, worm and all, which is good. Which is good for a better cast. That Cinco has a heavier end and more dynamics with gravity. Facts. All right, y'all. So we're about to throw the weightless, bead-weighted Cinco. Okay. So we out there. And yeah, if I get smashed on this, Fam is the truth. Let me go and get my coffee ready. Cause now my nerve, boy, I thought it had something going on now. Fam is the truth. Like I said, we've exchanged pictures. And fam is definitely the truth. So now I'm using the same concept, but I'm actually keeping more tension on that line, because like I said, if I don't, I won't feel it. When a fish hit it, I won't feel it. So I gotta make sure my rod tip and the line are tight together. And I just pop it, make the beads clack, right? That's why fam said the beads actually will make noise and they can be heard down there. So every time I twitch that rod, them beads hit each other. Plus the beads I put inside the worm. So all you're getting down there now is a whole lot of click clacking and vibration. So it makes it easier for the fish to find. I understand the concept. I just never fished like that. Down home say when a largemouth inhales to eat anything 6 inches of his face, it gets sucked in. Jay Dunn say, I'm back. Welcome back, fam. Hey fam, is there a pause time needed, like a dead stick? Or do I just keep working it so that the vibrations keep going, so that the beads keep hitting each other? This seemed like a perfect setup for a lily pad. Keep it on top of the pad. So I need to be casting it out. And let's see, so from the bank, you can hit the area slow, then fast. If you thump one on the head, he will react. Bass fishing is 90% reaction. Okay, okay. I think I'm gonna try it. I think I'm gonna try it with the craw. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try it with the craw, since the craw has more appendages. Maybe it'll move the water a little bit more. Let me see. Maybe if it displaced the water quite a bit with the legs swimming and flopping around, maybe I can get that action that my boy is talking about. If not, then I'll eventually go back fishing down on the bottom. And that's one thing I think I've learned. Maybe I'm correct. Fam, I have to correct me if I'm wrong, but if they're not coming up to get it, then you switch back down to down bottom. Yeah, this is a pretty cool. This is a pretty cool setup here. Let me see. Get back to work. Hey, appreciate it, fam. I'll make sure I get with you. Shoot me a text. Hopefully I get something. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try this technique. We're gonna try this technique about another 10 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna try this technique about another 10 minutes or so. And don't nothing shake, we'll go back to down bottom and see if we can disturb somebody up under the pad. I like the fact that fam just showed me a whole different way to catch them. gonna let it sink a little bit this time and just pop it around. And then what I'm gonna do when I go down bottom is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna leave those beads on it still. And leave those beads on it. Leave those beads on it and let it click and clack down at the bottom. Sometimes the top water, technique works better in the morning, earlier. So after I come in with this cast, we'll go ahead and put on the heavier weight and change it up just a little bit. Like I said, I'm just out here trying to try new stuff, and luckily for me, I have friends and family. I consider them fam anyway. That will tell you a new technique to try, and that's definitely one of them right there. I get a chance to master it. Trying to figure out where that weight went I put in my pocket. As soon as that weight hit the city, we move it. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. Okay. So, I'm gonna leave this right here. I have heavier weights, but I think I'll go with this one. Nope. I need to stick to my first mind and put this stuff down bottom. So, I gotta figure out where the heavier weight is. It's probably in my backpack. Let me see. Move y'all around one more time. Let y'all see my ugly face. Maybe not. All right. We're gonna switch up. And we're gonna keep the setup we got, but we're gonna throw it down bottom. So we're gonna go from actually not having a weight at all. I'm gonna show y'all the weight we're gonna use. These. So that is what we're gonna use compared to this. Little weight, down bottom weight. And we're gonna see that these fish just so happen to be lurking along the bottom of the pads. So let me get my lighter together so I can change the setup. The only bad thing about this setup, well, there's a few bad things about it, but one of the biggest bad things about it to me is now I go back to running the risk of getting hung up. But at the very same time, like I said, risk versus reward, right? If there is any fish out there, Moby Dick little cousin, his aunties and uncles and all of that, hiding down deep inside those pads, I would never get to them unless I'm down there with them. So we putting the beads on now. Put the weight on first. Put the beads on. Still going with 3 beads. right? Last bead. All right, so you got your weight and your bead. And I don't know if y'all heard all of that, but that's the clicking and clacking noise right there. So I'm gonna keep this crawl on. I would actually throw on my Cinco, but we're gonna change. It's easier to change baits to me than it is to change the whole setup. So we're gonna throw the crawl first, just to see if they want to crawl this morning. Normally when I fish down bottom, I'm fishing the Cinco down bottom. So we're gonna throw the crawl and see what cracks with it. I also have lizard and something else. So now we got our weight on. Let me bring it back down. And let me show y'all something else. I knocked the top off of my coat. Let me sip some. Good googly moogly. Woo! All right, so when I don't have that rubber thing on there, you see how all of that moves like that? Free play. Now let me show you the difference of why I say I peg it, right? Oh, I'm about to fall trying to get in the camera. So we grab our rubber stopper deal. And so common sense tells me, right? Common sense tells me to make sure I got this in here right first. All right, so common sense tells me that I still want a little bit of play so that it makes noise, right? So I take the rubber thing, slide it through the bottom and through the top. And once I get it where I want it, bite off the edges and then situate it to where when this line moves like that, when the line moves like that, it still gives the beads enough movement to be heard. Now that I've got all of that back, let me see if I can put y'all back up here so we can get back cracking. Who that is? Who that is? Let me see. I used to fish with my great grandmother. She used to get me to learn, her favorite hobby, but those snake pits, ooh, Lord Jesus, don't even make mention of it. I hate snakes too with a passion. A snake will get me to leave immediately. I've gotten better over the years, of course. My bad. I've got better over the years, of course, but I'll still take a paddle or a pole and slap it upside the head. Let's see what happens now. I want to get y'all a view of the water too. All right, I'm gonna step down and see what happens. Let's see if we can find them. Sometimes like I said, sometimes these fish, sometimes they actually be in the mood supposed to come up to the top. But sometimes they like to stay in low. So that's why, let's see, for real, cherish all of that, for real, for real. I like going down on the bottom of the lily pads and stuff like that. Some fish be lazy. Sometimes you would get hit down on the bottom and it be so strong of a hit that you be like, damn. And this happened to me several times out here. Like I said, sometimes I come out here and I don't get hit at all. Oh yeah, y'all see this? Let me make sure y'all get that. Hooked on autism. Mm-hmm. Yep. Your boy done got his own creations going. Let's see what's cracking. Okay, so then I turned around and I threw it like in the most pad field spot that I can find, right? And so when I know I've gotten into one, I take a little bit of line and let it out. When I do that, that allows that bait to go down to the bottom. And then from there, I just bounce it up and down off the bottom for a minute. So I'm really honestly thinking about going back to the worm. Uh, and I might do a worm that ain't mine. But then again, let me bring it in. Bring it in. Change it up real quick. I want to go with let's see. I'll let y'all help me decide right quick. I already know what y'all gonna say. Music, what's happening? What's happening? Should I throw the longer worm here or the lime green and regular green? And I'm gonna go ahead and do what I think y'all gonna say. And if I'm right, that means we're gonna catch a fish. Lime green or longer. Now I've already baited it up, so I'm waiting on y'all because I'm pretty sure I know what y'all gonna say. I'm gonna hide it in my hand while I fix it. Now, by the time y'all say something, I'm just gonna stand up and cast it because I know which one y'all gonna say. Let me make sure. I already know. I already got it on. And so, I'm already know. I'm gonna go on and cast it. Somebody drop me a thumbs up if this is the bait right here y'all was gonna say. Lime green worm. If y'all were gonna say lime green, something gonna bite this bait before I get it back. We do still have the other pond that I can hit. Uh, but I probably won't be out here long. come see if I can see what y'all say before I get hit. Like I say, I almost frustrated, but we're gonna keep it real cool and real player. We're gonna keep it real cool, real player. Never let them see you sweat. Like I say, this is a on again, off again type of pond. So, not real sure if I want to just hit the other location or if I want to stay here. Try more of a open water type cast. Like I said, we got two areas of lily pads, but unless I get a bite in the next 10 minutes, we might be headed over to the other pond. If I get a bite, then of course, you know, I'll be motivated to sit around. But ain't nothing shaking right now. The other pond do produce probably a few more bites than here. Uh, but I've caught a lot of little fish over there. This pond right here, I know for sure it's almost worth the wait. You know what I mean? Because when I get hit out here, yeah, some of them are small, of course. That's with any body of water, but more chances than not, when you finally do get hit and catch something, it's decent. So I don't know if I sit around and cast and wait on the decency to come through, or do I just go ahead and go to a spot that produces bites, normally produces bites, or do I just stay here? That's the question. What y'all think? Maybe switch to another location. Same spot. I mean, same pond. Same pond, different location. Cause I got an area over here that I can go to. Might just switch up. Like Jay said. Let me see what I'm gonna keep in my pocket. Actually, nothing. I think I'm gonna put y'all on the chest view. Hold on real quick. Saw a fish turning up over there. So I'm gonna put y'all on the chest and we'll walk around for a minute. Of course, I can't see any of the comments, so I'm gonna be relying on y'all to let me get this straight. Hold up. I'm gonna be relying on y'all to help me out. We're gonna go ahead and put these baits up. That way we can move around. And when I get over to the next spot, we'll cast this one around for a minute. And then we'll switch it up. All right. We're gonna switch it up right quick. And I'll throw this can away when we get ready to leave. Drop it right here for right now. Hopefully y'all can see. Like I said, this little side area here, I try to avoid from time to time. Because when people walk their dogs, they come out this way. So sometimes I be trying to avoid that dog creep up on your feelings. There's normally a fish to sit right here on this corner. Maybe not this morning. We're gonna throw back down in this pocket one time before we leave. So before we get out of here, we're gonna take a couple casts over into the lily pads over here. And then we'll go ahead and roll out. Like I say, it's all right. But I'm about tired of fighting the pads already. Let's bring it in, check the worm. We'll cast out again one last time. And we'll go get in the truck. And this time we'll come down in front of the pads and see if anything might be swimming on the edge of the pads. See if that is a better view. It just seems like it's just got quiet around here, fish-wise. I don't know if this recent weather got them messed up or what. I don't know. Could be the weather, because it just got through storming and still got a storm system coming in tomorrow. But I'm gonna keep y'all on my chest. and we're gonna rock out to the next spot. That way we're not burning no time and potentially can go still catch something. So let's do that before I run out of time. And y'all enjoy the ride. Cause like they say on that meme, man, nobody got time for that. We're gonna go over here to the pond that's about 5 minutes away. And roll in over there. See if we got any better luck. Because I do honestly believe that we will have some luck. Switch y'all around so y'all can see me in all of my glory. All right, so gonna head over to the other pond. I know this view is retarded. Let me see. Y'all might sit there for a minute, but I doubt it. So, like I said, it's another pond that I frequent. Y'all been with me in this one before too. This is where we ended our last live. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna fish for a little bit over here. I would much rather be somewhere that I would much rather be somewhere. How do y'all like that? I would much rather be somewhere where and not have to fight the grass. There's a couple things over here that I have to fight, but for the most part, the grass is not that bad over here. So we're gonna see. We should be there here in a second. Once we get through the light. Once we get through the light, we'll be here. Let me make sure I hadn't missed nothing. Jay said visit a different location. Yeah, we definitely are about to do that. So get all of my goodies straight. We're gonna go over here for a minute or two. Try to get some cast in. There's a guy that I follow on Facebook now that stays over here, and I told him I would let him know when I came back over here. So maybe he's out fishing because I won't have a chance to alternate between my live and going into Facebook. So looking around at my traffic. So now, come on, wake up. I hate blowing that phone like that. She almost got a good morning, get off the phone. But I let her be great. Right? So we are already about to pull up at the phone. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get over here for maybe 30 minutes or so and come up with a lot better results. Than what we just did.
cooperate, we should be able to at least catch one fish. I ain't gonna say it's just gonna be no whole game changing event, which it very well could be. At least if I can catch it, if it don't hit me and I miss it, I can at least about guarantee one fish. So we're pulling up to it now. I think I'm gonna strap y'all back on my chest. Last time I had y'all on the chest view, I think J Dunn was like, that view was J Dunn and Anissa may be conscious too, saying that view was a lot better for y'all to see what was kind of going on. I kind of prefer y'all to actually be able to see me while I'm casting and all of that versus kind of like the GoPro view. But I will say this, it gives a whole different view of actually, me catching the fish and all of that good stuff. So I'll probably put y'all back on the chest view, and anybody that's in here that's my moderators and stuff like that, if people comment, of course, I count on y'all to let them know that they on the chest view, which they should see, but you know how that goes. We have arrived to the pond, and we are about to go back live.
Chest view. So get my keys situated. Once I get out, I'll get the keys situated. That way I can lock the door. All right, so putting y'all back on the chest view, and I'll see y'all here in a second. Actually, I lied, because last time I was here and I had y'all on the chest view, the camera kept saying reconnect. So I want to be able to see if it does that this time, so that I can actually reconnect y'all and whatever the case may be, because for whatever reason, service get the tripping over here. So we have mobbed down to the pond. We got the geese, and I'm finna try to set y'all up where y'all can see what we got going. Let's see. All right, we're gonna try that view. Let me see if I'm able to get out the way enough. I like this one. I like this one. I like this one a little better because I got grass to fight, but it ain't a whole lot of it. So with it not being a whole lot of grass, it's a lot easier to cast in a couple different areas. And what I'm gonna do is cast out here a few times. We're gonna cast out here a few times. And then I very well may put y'all back on chest view as we go around some of the other spots. And cast off into some of those as well. We'll try it. I'll just keep double checking my camera to make sure that I got y'all still. And it hasn't timed out or anything like that. So let me get y'all out the sun first of all. Putting y'all back on the chest cam. Got y'all on the chest cam. We're gonna take the old backpack and we're gonna scroll a little bit. All right, as y'all can see, got a couple ducks and all, well, geese, ducks, whatever. And we're just gonna comb this area down, real gentle. Sometimes fish stay close to the bank, but with the geese doing their thing and all of that good stuff, not really sure how that affects anything, but stop and cast in a few spots. Like right next to this tree over here. Not in the tree, Jay, but next to the tree. lily pads out here. Uh, like I say, it's a fairly cool little pond. All I'm looking for now is a bite. At the last pond, we didn't have not nan bites, so hopefully coming over here, we do get a chance to get at least a bite. The hooked on autism worms was the ticket last time. Last time I was here, so we're gonna see. Switch up to it in a minute, and we're gonna see if that's the ticket still. We'll keep walking. Keep walking and try to avoid as much of them as possible. It's a lot of trees and all type of stuff along this bank line, so more so turtles and all of that type of stuff. So like I said, we just moseying on through, seeing what we can see. I kind of like standing right here. Uh, Standing right here. It's always a fish over here up against the bank somewhere. Like I say, it's a fish or a turtle rather over there to the right, playing in the water. And so, like I said, hopefully we land something out of here. I do still have the hook on autism bait that I know worked good out here the last time. So we just trying it and we're gonna see what happens. All we can do is try. All we can do is try it out. Yeah, I say sometimes they prefer that black worm over anything over here. I'm just actually trying out a different color. Maybe, just maybe, we can get a hit. So far, I had nothing been interested in it, but that is after being here for 10 minutes, so still got a lot of casting around to do. But that black worm, is it was good to go. So at the other pond, I had a different size weight on. This pond, I still got the heavy weight on. So I normally don't have the heavy weight on over here, so that may be a difference maker somewhere along the course of the way, but not really sure. One thing I am sure of is I'm about to put the Hooked on Autism bait back on. Let me grab one right quick. If I have to switch, out to a lighter weight, I'll do that as well. But for right now, we're just gonna change the bait and see. So I'm taking off the chartreuse worm, putting on the Hooked on Autism green worm. And see just how much of a difference that makes in just the color change alone. Like I said, I very well could have too much weight on it, but if I need it, I'd rather have the weight. I'd rather have the weight on it and have too much weight than to not have it. When you need the weight and don't have it, you have to reset your whole pole up. So if I got the weight on and need to take it off, it's the same difference. So right now, I'm gonna just keep casting with the heavier weight on because like I say, I'll just fish it a little slower if need be. We had the neon weight on here. I mean neon worm rather. And we had absolutely no bites at all whatsoever. Now I done got hung up. I done got hung up, so I know I gotta check that worm if I still got it. And I do. Uh-oh. Threw that one in the trees, but I got it back. Maybe, just maybe, this weight is too heavy. Maybe I do need to switch over to a lighter weight. Or maybe I should just be a little more patient. Because Lord knows I don't have none of that sometimes. Yeah, Lord knows I don't have none of that a lot of times. One thing I like about this pond is that it's actually attached to another pond. You can't see it, but right through where those geese are right now, there's a whole nother pond down there. And I fish it, but it's not one that I fish all the time. And it also has grass at the bottom of it, so that's why I hadn't took the heavy weight off, because I do want to walk down there and just kind of see if anything is gonna bite down there before we get out of here. Because it's not one that I fished on camera yet. I fished it off camera with different kinds of baits. I haven't took a worm over there and threw it at it all yet. So we probably fish our way around over there until we get a hit. Well, not until we get a hit, but you get what I'm saying. We're gonna walk around and try it out. Normally where these fish are, they are currently not there, so like I say, it could be weight, could be weather, but we'll cast out this last time here and make our way around so I can get ready to head on in. See that fish right there in the lily pads? That's what I'm saying. Like, I know they in here. Let's see if I can drop in on his head. He gotta be down there. Swimming through the pads looking for lunch. We'll give him a chance, but not too much of one, because we got other spots to go to as I catch my pants leg. Had to swat and fight with bees. That's not the business, so we just gonna keep it pushing. I don't like the bees' nest. Bees can stay to their own business. I thought getting away from him, he was gonna get away from me, but come to find out, he thought he was gonna get him a little taste of me, but that ain't happened. And so we just dropped down inside some of these places next to these bushes. And keep on walking. I didn't do that right at all, y'all. And it's normally around these trees where I have bites at. So we're just gonna keep on pushing. Like I say, we got a little time, but not a lot. So if y'all don't get it while the getting is good, I'll go somewhere else. Well, not go somewhere else, but keep walking somewhere else. Show y'all this other pond. After I cast that around here, maybe the other one will be a little bit better of a producer than this one. And I always taking casts out this way. Like I said, I never really walked down to the other pond, but the way this bite is going, or not going rather, I'll go down there and try it out too. And that duck is hurt right here. And we're just gonna go and hit this other pond and then make our way back to the truck. The cool thing about it is this little area over here, I never really fish. Like never at all. So if there is any type of fish over here, I wouldn't know it because this area here is normally so shallow that you can see the ground. So with the rain that we've had the other day, I'm gonna go ahead and throw off in here a few times and make my way down to the pond right down the hill right here. So we'll go ahead and keep it pushing. Keep it pushing and try to get to the end. All right, one cast at the very bottom of the line over here. This is where, like I said, the water actually goes out the pond. So, whole lot of nothing. We're gonna watch our step and make our way down here to this other pond. Don't know if I still got anybody in here, but I do have you guys on a chest cam, iPhone GoPro type of setup. And we won't be long down here at all. So this is the other pond, as you can see. It's quite growed up. So trying to think of the best way to go to fish it. Like I said, normally I don't come this way at all. But I figure we might as well give pretty much everything a try. As long as I don't see no creepy crawlies, we all right. Trees. We're gonna go down in here looking for the creepy crawlies. I hate for y'all to hear me holler on camera, because I will, and I ain't scared. I ain't ashamed either. I do not do snakes. So we're gonna cast out around the, almost through in the tree. All right, so plenty of grass. Plenty of grass. So I'll take my time and fish it kind of like I did the other pond. When you got a pond that got grassy bottom, sometimes it's good fishing on bottom. Other times it's good to be above the grass. But if the fish are combing down through the grass, then you still stand a chance of getting a nice hit. Because like I said, sometimes they like the cooler spots. So we just have to see which way works best. One thing I know for sure is I'm not changing up nothing but 8 colors. Well, I take that lot back. I might throw what they call a swim jig. A swim jig is pretty much a perfect bait for grass ponds. So I'm probably gonna put that on and then get ready to leave after a few casts with it. Trying to throw this worm over here up against the bank before I put that swim jig on. Like I said, swim jig will be the last thing we tie on. Working this worm a little fast to keep it above the grass down there, but I'm gonna show y'all. There you go. I'll show y'all the swim jig. When I put it on, I'll step in the shade. And all it is just a jig with a little skirt. Let me show y'all right quick, because we're going to put that on and then we're going to get up out of here. That is the last thing we throwing on, and then it's time to roll. You can throw the chatterbait, which does pretty good, but the grass is a big thing with it. So you take this right here. Let me go ahead and get it ready. Take this right here, and we're gonna tie this on because this actually swims through the grass. So that's why they call it a swim jig. We get this tied on, throw it around a few times, and we'll get up out of here. Like for real, for real. And we get it tied up. Take a few casts and see what it does. And we're gonna call it a day. If y'all still here rocking with me, I appreciate it. Like I say, we changed up. We're gonna fish our way back to the truck. I'm gonna toss this around down here a few times. And that'll be that on that. So, like I say, swim jig is a bait designed for fishing grass, fishing lily pads. And that's actually really what it was made for, is to come through all those grassy structures and just swim. It looks like a regular old fish coming through the grass, and you just reel it like I'm doing now. When you get to a grassy spot like I just did, you just pop it a few times. And if don't nothing hit it, reel it in, cast it somewhere else, repeat the cycle. And you can let it fall really slow, really fast. It's kind of just a your preference type of thing. In grassy spots like this, I tend to reel it a little slower. Just so if something wants to try to catch up to it and eat it, it can. Pop it around a few times. It's gonna be the last time casting it down here. Oh man, I think something hit it. So we're gonna cast back to give whatever that might have been a chance. I almost got stung on the ear. One more cast and we out. Then we fishing back toward the truck. I still didn't get as close as I wanted to that grass. Let me try it again. Oh, yep, there it go. So if anything, we did hit it last time and it was still sitting in that spot, it'll hit it again. If not, we out. And it looked like we are out. We're gonna fish our way back to the truck. Watch for the silly salamanders. And the bees, of course, because the bees want you, boy. Yep. On our way back to the truck. Sorry for the stabilization. I'm walking uphill. So we should be back at the house probably by about 10:30. I ain't gonna say I doubt something will hit this, but it's not a bait that I throw often again. So very well could work, very well could not work. Just one of those try it out and see type of things. It's pretty cool watching one of these get ate up. Cause I can see it swimming. And it's pretty cool watching something approach it. Cause I can see pretty much all down here until you get over in the shade areas like here. And then I can't see. But coming down areas like this, bridges and stuff like that, I like to take it and walk it through. So we're gonna head on over to the truck and we'll be up out of here. So I'm glad y'all got a chance to rock with me. And we finna get ready to call it a day. Like I said, it's good for coming through grass and lily pads and all of that type of stuff. So you just slow roll it and you got a tail swim action on it. Just lightly reel it. So we lightly gonna work our ass back to the truck. Oh man, I had one. I had one. I had one. I saw him hitting it. He just didn't hang on to it. Well, at least I know they're interested in it. Try to cast back through here and see if he's gonna come back for it. Which I doubt, but I might have missed my opportunity. It's a turtle messing with it now. Definitely don't want him. And like I say, it's good because it comes right on through the lily pads. Right on through wood, lily pads, the whole 9 yards. As long as the turtle stays away from it. And you can see it down there, so, well, at least I can see it down there. Damn. Had another hit. Hopefully we get lucky, man. At least one. At least one. I'm literally at the truck now, so one would be decent. We've had 2 hits on it so far. I don't know if they didn't get it just because they wasn't big enough or what. But I've had 2 fish hit it, so I'll take that over the action we've been having any day of the week. So, like I say, it's just been funny because I don't really throw these, like for real, for real. And so to feel something tapping on the end of it, that fish I just spooked. To feel something tapping on the end of it right then, it feels funny. You know what I mean? Because I'm used to something totally different. I just threw back over there where he was just to see if I could force him to want that swim jig. They say we're just gonna keep walking. We ain't gonna not got him. Had him. So like I say, we ain't gonna force him to do nothing. We're just gonna see if we can keep doing stuff like that. I saw the line running off. That's how I knew I had him. I didn't even feel him hit it. So, you know, like I say, it's totally different for me because this is not even a bait that I'm used to. So when something does snatch a hold to it, it fun times, to say the least. So we've at least seen one actually come up and hit it. So kudos to that one for playing bass bait with us. Swim jigathon. We're just gonna keep rolling it through. Keep on the walking.